Hello and welcome to a new video. Today's video will be much longer than the usual videos on my channel because it's more like a podcast video, so I'm talking about a lot of things about FNaF. This is also the video in which I answer your questions, and I will start right away with this, so don't worry. What will I talk about in this video? First of all, I will answer your comments. Then I will talk a little about MadPat's video and about Scott's Reddit post about this. Then I will talk about my expectations for the Tycoon game, and last but not least about my expectations for FNaF 6. So, as I just said, this video will not have much visual content, so you can watch it as a podcast, so just an MP3, I don't know, whatever. So, I will start with answering your comments. The first one is from Super Mario Plush Games. He asks, what is your opinion on the new baby image we got a while back in Freddy Files? And what is your opinion on Sister Location and FNaF World? Because they seem to be the FNaF games with the most mixed reactions. That's some good questions, so I'll start with answering the first one. What is my opinion on the new baby image we got a while back in Freddy Files? The image is really cool, and I really like the art style as well. What I find weird is the hair of baby, so it looks really realistic to me, not like animatronic hair. But it's obviously an animatronic, so yeah. I think you will know this, but Scott posted a few pictures when FNaF 1 had its anniversary. So I think it was when FNaF 1 had its anniversary this year. He posted some images from the development, and on the very bottom left there was also some realistic hairs. It looks like he already has a model for this freak show baby, I think the community calls her. Also I heard that the artist said that he or she had only the model, so the background is completely from the artist, so it's not canon. That tells us that the Freaks poster isn't canon either. I really like the image, yeah. And I do think that it's a teaser for FNaF 6, definitely. I will talk about FNaF 6 later. The second question was, what is my opinion on Sister Location and FNaF World? I'll start with FNaF World, because it was the first game released. I know that FNaF World was really bad reviewed by many people, and many people thought that it wasn't a good game. I personally think that it was a good game. I really enjoyed playing it. I also liked Update 2 and Update 1, but I do have to say that I liked Update 1 a little bit more. It was more in the whole FNaF world and not all these mini games like in Update 2. But I also enjoyed Update 2, yes. I liked that game. What do I think about Sister Location? It was different from the others, definitely, but it also wasn't a game of the main series, so I think it was allowed to be different than the others. I liked Sister Location, and I really liked the gameplay of Sister Location. It was really much fun, and it was also a challenge, talking about you, Night 4. But I didn't like, how do I say this? I didn't like that Scott made this game. So don't get me wrong, my point is that FNaF 1 to 4 had a very good story, and I really liked it and it made all sense. And also FNaF 4 was teased as the final chapter, so no one expected a new FNaF to come out, so like a FNaF 5. And yeah, it did come out. And my problem with Sister Location is that it added so many questions to the story, but it nearly answered no questions from the previous games, for me. So that's the thing that I really don't like about it, that it added so many questions. But I really liked the gameplay, I really liked the character design. So it was a good game, but the story was, It is a good story, but I think that it really wasn't necessary to add these story elements. I think that was the first question, yes, so let's move on to the second one. Rebecca asks, do you think the minigame Take Cake to the Children have something related about the new teaser? The new teaser at this point was the Take Cake to the Children Freddy with the 3 children. Yes, it has definitely something related about it, because look at it. Yeah. But I am convinced that these teasers, these 8-bit minigame teasers, are for the Tycoon game. Definitely. And the teasers on FNAFworld.com, so the baby eyes, are for FNAF 6. That's what I think. I'm not sure if the Tycoon game will have this style. How would I know? But I would like to see a game in this style, actually. I like the style. But I would also like a game which has a different style, like the FNAF World 3D overworld. So the relation between Take Cake to the Children and the teasers is just the time setting, I guess. So the Tycoon game takes place in the 70s. That's what I think, and I think that's the relation between these two. So I'm really convinced that it's not a story game. But we might get some story elements in that game too. So like in FNAF World, the clock ending, or the baby killing the creator was also a story element in a game which wasn't supposed to have story elements. So I think, and I'm pretty sure that we will get some of this stuff too in that game. So we might get some information about the puppet story or about Fredbear's, maybe. I don't know. We will see. Yeah, the third question came from the FNAF Amino by Zach Rice. I don't know how to spell your name. I'm very sorry. Pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. He had 2 questions. The first one, how well do you know FNAF? Yeah, I'm not sure how to answer this question because there's no scale how much somebody knows something. I personally would say that I know FNAF really well because I know FNAF since the first game. And I spent really much time with this franchise. And I think that I have good knowledge about it. I think so, yes. And the second one, would you play the game then post the video here? So like a let's play of Five Nights at Freddy's. I would say no. This has some reasons. The first one is who would like to see someone playing Five Nights at Freddy's in late 2017. This game has been played on YouTube so many times. I think it would be really boring to see me playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, I think I'm a very bad Let's Player. I can't comment games. I just can't. And I also think that it would be very boring to watch me playing it because I don't get scared of Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. I don't. I played it a lot of times and I don't get scared by it anymore. What I might do someday, in far future, I might stream a little bit on YouTube or on Twitch, I don't know. And when I'm streaming, we can talk about me playing Five Nights at Freddy's. But it would be also boring there because, as I said, I don't get scared by it. But I might play it in a live stream someday. If I will live stream someday, I don't know that. And the fourth question is not a question, but a theory suggestion. Super Mario Plush Games. Is the FNAF 2 location owned by the same company as the one in Sister location? The FNAF 2 location has more technology in the robots. Mangle, who is very obviously Funtime Foxy, Balloon Boy and JJ are the only other human animatronics other than the ones in Sister location. And the similarities between the Funtimes and toys are all pretty good signs of that to me at least. Thanks for the theory, really appreciate it, but I disagree. There are some reasons for that. So your main point is that Sister location might be owned by the same company as the FNAF 2 location. I think that's wrong, because we know for a fact that Sister location is owned by a company named Afton Robotics. We know that from the blueprints. And the the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza locations are owned by Fazbear Entertainment. Why do we know that? Because Phone Guy says that in FNAF 1. And Phone Guy is the same Phone Guy as in FNAF 2. So, and it's the same company name. So we have 3 Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And in one of them, Phone Guy says that it is owned by Fazbear Entertainment. Yeah, and the previous owner had not Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but a Fredbear's Family Diner. So they changed the name when Fazbear Entertainment bought the franchise. So I'm pretty sure that Fazbear Entertainment and Afton Robotics are different companies. We know from the books that William Afton and Henry, no last name given, are the owners of the Freddy Fazbear franchise. But I'm not sure if this is really what happened in the games, because we never heard of Afton Robotics in the books. Just heard about the Freddy Fazbear franchise. But it might be true, but I think that Afton Robotics is obviously owned by William Afton. So he made Circus Baby's Pizza World and Baby's Rentals, and the other company was owned by Henry, and it's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So Fazbear Entertainment. It's Fazbear Entertainment, and they own all Freddy Fazbear's pizzas. And maybe the sister location to the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was Circus Baby's Pizza World or the FNaF 4 location. We don't know that, but maybe this sister location was owned by Afton Robotics. But I don't think that the FNaF 2 location was owned by them. Also, you say that the FNaF 2 robots look more human, like Balloon Boy and JJ. First of all, I don't think that JJ is a real animatronic. I think it's just an Easter egg. So what does the Easter egg mean? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that I saw Scott saying somewhere that JJ wasn't intentional. So the design of JJ wasn't intentional. He originally planned Balloon Boy to be under the desk, and somehow the colors changed a little bit so it looked like JJ, and he thought that was cool, and he just added it as an Easter egg. So I don't think that JJ is a real animatronic. Balloon Boy is pretty hard to say. We don't know that much about Balloon Boy. I think MatPat said that Balloon Boy was in an old location before. I can't confirm that. So I basically don't know much about Balloon Boy. And Funtime Foxy, in my opinion, is not Mangle, because Funtime Foxy is a part of Enart after Sister Location. And Sister Location takes place before FNaF 2. So how could Funtime Foxy be Mangle if he is a part of Enart? Also, the Mangle shell and endoskeleton looks completely different from Funtime Foxy's. Also, it doesn't make sense with the souls, because I think that the 5 souls who were killed in the FNaF 2 location, so the souls from the Save Them minigame, are inside the toy animatronics. That would mean that Funtime Foxy was Funtime Foxy, then got mangled, and then got possessed in the FNaF 2 location. If that makes any sense. I don't think so. So yeah, I don't believe that Funtime Foxy is Mangle. I may also do a very short video about that, or I may not, I don't know. I think it was very bad explained by me now. But no, I don't think that the FNaF 2 location was owned by the same company as the sister location 1. So that was your questions for now. Please keep them coming. I will do Q&As in the future as well. So let's move on to the next point. That was MatPat's video. Wow, okay. MatPat's video was a huge deal for the FNaF community. It had such a big impact because he solved so many things. I have to say I agree in many points. I think it was a really good theory video. Maybe his best, but I still think that the dream theory was a little bit better. But that theory was very strong. I liked many points. For example, the idea about FNaF 1 Golden Freddy. He said that the FNaF 1 Golden Freddy, it just said Golden Freddy, but especially FNaF 1 Golden Freddy is possessed by Crying Child, and Michael Afton is the night guard in FNaF 1, and Golden Freddy says it's me because it's Mike's brother, Crying Child. I really like that idea. It also fits perfectly with my 2 Golden Freddy's theory. So yeah, I really like that idea. I also like that the Bite of 83 was confirmed. Not only by MatPat, but also by Scott. I will talk about Scott's post in a second. What I dislike about the theory is that William Afton was confirmed to be Springtrap by Scott. I have to deal with it. It's canon now. I don't really like it because there is a mistake in the theory. So MatPat overlooked the detail from the FNaF 1 newspapers. One of them said that the murderer got convicted. So how? The murderer is obviously William. So how could William be Springtrap if he is in prison. I think, as I said, William Springtrap is canon. So I think we have to go with the idea that the wrong suspect was convicted. I think that's the best explanation for the newspaper. But now William Springtrap. I also like the point of him that he said that Five Nights at Freddy's is the story of a family, not the story of a haunted pizzeria. Even though I'm not sure if the thing about Ballora was correct, so he said that Ballora is the mother of the Aftons. I don't know, he didn't convince me in that point, but it is a cool idea. So what did Scott say? I think I just read the post again. So Scott said, I don't usually comment on theories or timelines, but I want to this time. This was a very satisfying and important episode of game theory. There have been some points of contention in the community lately, especially since Sister Location Custom Night, that have caused members to leave, theorists to quit, and frustrated emails to be sent. Some of these issues were simple misunderstandings with the story, others were maybe just things I didn't leave enough clues about. They became things that I felt I needed to answer with a new game, but now some of these things have been answered by MadPat. Obviously, it's not 100%, but he really came through this community, I think, during a time when everyone needed him. I won't go through the video point by point, but I will say this. For those of you who were really upset about the idea of mic trap, or upset about the idea of Purple Guy being literally purple, or hung up on 1983 versus 1987, watch MadPat's video and breathe a scythe of relief. Like I said, it's obviously not 100%, but he really hit this video out of the park. So yeah, that was Scott's statement about the video, and I think it's a huge deal that he even did a statement on the video. As he said in his post, he usually never does this. This time he did, and I think it was good that he did it, because it's true, many people were really upset about how this story was going, and MadPat did a good job. I like Scott's statement, even though I don't like the idea of William being Springtrap, but I will have to deal with it. So I think that was everything I wanted to say about MadPat's video. Now just short, my expectations for the Tycoon game. Scott compared the Tycoon game with the Foxy Fighters minigame in FNaF World Update 2 in his Steam post. I don't know what a flying simulator game has to do with a pizzeria tycoon game, but I think we will see. I think he's just talking about the style or something like that. As I said earlier in this video, I really look forward to the Tycoon game because I really liked FNaF World, and fun games within the FNaF franchise, that's something good. So many people don't like that he's making this game, but I think he should make what he wants to make. And if he would say, I don't want to make FNaF anymore, then let him do that. It's his decision, it's his life, it's his games. So I can't understand why people are being upset about the fact that he's making the Tycoon game. Especially because he makes FNaF 6 too, but it's just delayed. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. What do I expect? I think I can't say much about it at this point because we only had 3 teasers and nothing more. I liked the juggling pizza Freddy. I think that's a really cool teaser. But yeah, we will see more in the future. I think I will also talk about the Tycoon game in the future FNaF News episode when new teasers come out. Then I will speculate a little bit about the game. But for now, I can't say much about it, yeah. It's pretty much the same with FNaF 6, my expectations for FNaF 6. There's basically nothing what we know. We only have the Baby Eyes teaser, and we had the source code conversation between Ennard and Baby. Also, a thing why I don't like the fact of Michael being not Springtrap is FNaF 6, because I really looked forward to a game in which you play as William and we need to fight off Baby and Michael as Springtrap. That would have been really cool. So we're like William in his living room or whatever, and we fight off Michael as Springtrap and Baby because they want revenge. And the Baby from the teaser in Freddy Fies looked really fucked up, so it would have been really cool. But it can be the same now, just with changed roles. So we play as Michael again, just like we did in Sister Location, and we fight off William as Springtrap, and Baby is or helper. I don't know. No, I don't think that will be true. It will be more story driven than the previous games. I definitely think that. So it's more like sister location, point and click, and we get to. I think we will definitely play as Michael. I think that is very likely, and we will look for William or fight against William. I really hope that we will get a satisfying ending to Five Nights at Freddy's within the FNaF 6 game. I really hope that. I also don't think that the FNaF 6 game will come out anytime soon, because Scott is working on the Tycoon game, and he also is writing the 3rd book, and he also is on the set for the FNaF movie, so he has a lot of things to do, and I think there's not so much time for FNaF 6. As I said in the last FNaF news episode, I think that the closed eye baby shows that the game is on ice now, so it's paused. When will the game come out? I don't know. Let's just say late 2018 or sometime in 2019. What I think is Halloween 2018 or early summer 2019. That's what I think when FNaF 6 will come out, yes. So that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. I think I will call this the first episode of me talking a bunch of shit. I don't know how I will call this series. Maybe Meneb Talks or something like that. You know it, you saw it in the title, I don't know it yet. I think it's long enough for now. And yeah, please keep asking me questions. I will answer them in a short Q&A video, or I will answer them in a video like this time. I think I will do videos like this in the future. And if I answer comments again, then I will always do it in the beginning, so you don't need to listen to the whole thing. I think that could be really annoying to some people. I hope that anyone is listening right now. And if not, then I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Well, if someone is still listening right now, thanks for doing that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for listening or watching. I don't know what you are doing. So yeah, thank you. Oh, something about my channel. I plan to upload every Friday at 6 p.m. BST. That's what I plan. I don't promise that, especially because I have to do a lot of things and I don't have that much time. But I try to upload every Friday 6 p.m. BST. Also, I will make these FNaF news episodes whenever there is something to talk about. Yeah, that's basically it. This video was supposed to come out yesterday at Friday, to be Friday's video, but I had so much to do, I didn't have time. So yeah, this video is coming out on Saturday, but next week, Friday, will be a new video. Or earlier, if something happens, then I can make a FNaF news episode, but FNaF news isn't a full video to me because it's just a 1-minute video in which I talk very shortly about what has happened in whatever has happened, a new teaser, a new Steam post, whatever, you know. So Friday, 6 p.m. BST is my usual upload time, so just that you know that. Okay, so thank you for watching or listening or whatever you're doing now, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.